Clearly, Quavo was not on his Kendrick. In other words, quiet. Because he jumped down the steps and slid down a banister to get in that studio. For real. And the record that he came out with is called Over Hoes and Bitch.
Chris Brown wants all the smoke with Quavo. Chris is so mad he switched musical genres. He's rapping now. And it was actually pretty good.
Following the release of Quo's latest diss track aimed at him, Chris Brown courageously stepped up to directly address the situation. This response marks a new turn in their ongoing feud, a topic that has dominated conversations within the rap world. Fans and critics alike are once again captivated by the verbal jousting and fiery exchanges playing out across various social platforms. By delving into their personal backgrounds and shared affiliations, both artists are stoking the flames, ensuring the hip-hop community remains fully invested. Whether fueled by genuine grievances or a strategic bid for publicity, the long-term repercussions of this rivalry on the reputations of Chris Brown and Quavo within the rap scene remain uncertain.
The weakest link talking about how he wishes Quavo would have died instead of Takeoff. He's saying he slept with Saweetie while they were still together. It's just a lot going on.
After revealing his latest track, Chris Brown held nothing back. In his song, Brown pays tribute to the late Takeoff, showing genuine respect for the departed artist. He also touches on a sensitive subject, subtly implying that certain individuals may have had differing intentions regarding someone else's fate. This implication adds another complex layer to the intricate relationship between Brown and Quavo. Both figures have a history with actress Karrueche Tran, who currently has a restraining order against Brown. Speculation suggests that Brown and Tran were romantically involved from 2011 to 2015, heightening the underlying tension. Brown's lyrics delve into this shared past, hinting at a romantic connection with Quavo's former partner during their previous encounters. He boldly addresses Quavo's past accusations, mentioning a leaked video allegedly showing Quavo involved in a physical altercation with his ex-partner. This retaliation stems from Quavo's earlier comments about Brown's past relationship with Rihanna, highlighting the depth of their mutual animosity. Their feud dates back to 2017, when rumors swirled about Tran and Quavo possibly rekindling their relationship, despite sitting together at Paris Fashion Week. However, Brown quickly quashed any reconciliation rumors, emphasizing his commitment to personal and professional growth. In his song, Brown expresses frustration at being seated near Quavo during Fashion Week, hinting at underlying anger while ultimately choosing not to resort to violence. Despite changes in the music industry, the feud between Brown and Quavo remains a source of fascination. Brown's recent diss track, Weakest Link, released on April 20th, 2024, reignites the controversy and perpetuates their ongoing rivalry.
I want to hear what Miss Saweetie has to say. Because is Chris telling the truth? Were you really out there double dipping? I'm not judging you because I would have done it too, but I just want to hear your side of the story.
From November 2010 to March 2015, Chris Brown was romantically involved with American socialite and actress Karrueche Tran, with intermittent breaks. During this time, he also revisited his relationship with pop sensation Rihanna. Brown and Tran's frequent appearances together in photographs fueled dating speculation as early as 2017, according to TMZ. By April 2017, the duo transitioned from friends to romantic partners, going on several dates. However, a subsequent TMZ report revealed Brown's sense of betrayal upon discovering Tran's romantic involvement with his ex-girlfriend, particularly given their intertwined personal and professional ties. Despite collaborating on tracks like Whipping and Just for Tonight, with Brown seemingly contributing to the promotion of Migos' 2017 album Culture, while Tran clandestinely dated his ex-girlfriend, tensions escalated. In a March 2017 interview with Billboard, just prior to the onset of conflict, Brown praised all members of Migos as genuine friends and brothers, vowing never to harbor animosity toward them. However, this declaration proved short-lived. He stated, "I just want to shout out y'all. Y'all are my real friends and brothers. I bought your album 3 times, I spent my own money, and I'm proud of you. I will never hate on you." Concurrently, in February 2017, TMZ reported that Karrueche Tran secured a restraining order against Brown, coinciding with the start of her alleged relationship with Quavo. Tran alleged previous instances of misconduct by Brown and cited threats, leading many to speculate that her romance with Quavo prompted the restraining order, allowing them to pursue their relationship without interference. Since then, tensions between Brown and Quavo have appeared to persist, with recent escalations as both artists traded verbal blows in their latest tracks. Brown's song Freak, released on April 10th as part of his 11 to 11 Deluxe album, notably alluded to Quavo's involvement with his former partners. In response, Quavo seemed to retaliate in his track Tender, delivering jabs regarding Brown's separation from Tran and his history of domestic misconduct. He bluntly stated, "You're the weakest link out of your clique, let's keep it 100. Early in Brown's track, Weakest Link, Quavo is characterized as the least proficient member of the Migos trio, comprising cousins Quavo and Offset, along with their nephew Takeoff. The Migos trio operated together from 2008 until 2023, releasing 4 albums during their tenure. Tragically, the group's journey was cut short by the untimely passing of Takeoff, who was fatally shot at a Texas party in November 2022.
Chris Brown responded to it basically saying, man, having fun with it. That ish is cool. I was excited. I thought that, you was gonna give me something to fight back or whatever, but I'm not even responding. Takeoff rap was better. Takeoff rap better. And then he said, come on, Quavius. So some people think that Quavo cheated by putting Takeoff on the song, but at least it wasn't AI. You know how many archive songs that Takeoff probably didn't do that they, you know what I'm saying? So
didn't finish, yeah. I love the ad-libs.
Chris Brown has expressed discontent with Quavo's involvement with his former partner Karrueche Tran. In his recent track Freak, featuring Joyner Lucas, Lil Wayne, and T Grizzly, Brown makes it clear that sleeping with his exes won't level the playing field, dropping Quavo's name alongside his rap group Migos. He raps, "Okay, now my old ain't gonna make us equal, sippin' that 1942, cause I don't do no Quavo freak, she like Casamigos, not the Migos." In a segment of Weakest Link, Chris Brown casually alludes to Quavo's involvement with his former partner, though he brushes it off, likely referencing Tran. Interestingly, this revelation precedes Brown's admission that he also had a romantic entanglement with Quavo's ex-girlfriend while they were together. He adds, "Don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that. I had her fiending about that. There's something sweet about that. I got some tea up out of that, but I ain't going to speak about that." Before their 3-year relationship ended in March 2021, Quavo was romantically involved with Sweetie, the rapper of Typin' Music. Chris Brown seems to imply that Sweetie, Quavo's ex-girlfriend whom he was involved with, stating, "Revenge is sweet, and don't let that line go over your head." After hinting at having some insider information about the situation, he chooses to keep it to himself. Brown leaves listeners intrigued about the potential secrets Sweetie might be harboring. Chris Brown's history of mistreating women is extensively documented, notably marked by his infamous 2009 arrest for assaulting his ex-girlfriend Rihanna. Quavo appeared to criticize Brown's behavior towards women in his track Tender, urging him to desist from violence with the lyrics, "Don't beat her up, you did the wrong. And now she's gone. She posted with a thug. Call the phone. She won't come home. Don't beat her up. It must be the end. You need to cross out your plug." In response, Brown fired back with his own allusion to domestic misconduct on Weakest Link, insinuating, "You were beating on the elevator." This references a 2020 video from Hip Hollywood featuring Quavo and Sweetie in an elevator during their relationship, where a physical altercation ensued. Following their public spat, Chris Brown and Quavo were photographed seated together at Rodeo Paris Fashion Week in January 2024, leading to speculation that their differences had been resolved. However, Brown swiftly dispelled such notions by remarking, "Can't pick who you sit by." In his critique within Weakest Link, Brown expresses a desire to confront Quavo at the Fashion Week event, but underscores his restraint. He acknowledges the tragic loss of Takeoff, Quavo's nephew and a member of the rap group Migos, who tragically lost his life in a shooting incident in November 2022. Brown regards Takeoff as the only genuine individual deserving of his respect, implying that perhaps others secretly wished for Quavo's demise instead. Quavo retaliated with a diss track titled Breezy Disc, further intensifying the feud. In the song, he delves into Chris Brown's past actions and relationships, including his altercations with Sweetie and Rihanna. The cover art for the track features an animated depiction wherein Quavo appears to be choking Chris Brown, reminiscent of a 2018 photograph where Brown was seen apparently playfully choking a woman at a party, a moment he later clarified. Chris Brown took to social media to respond to Quavo's track, expressing disappointment while affirming his anticipation for a competitive rap rivalry. He ridiculed Quavo's track and suggested that Takeoff exhibited superior rap skills. Despite the escalation, Brown opted not to retaliate with his own diss track, signaling his lack of interest in prolonging the feud.
However, there's a line where Quavo basically says, takes name out your mouth and makes a threat. That's not what you want. It's not the type of threat you want to be making. Chris Brown responded, Laura Styles, did you see this?
The screenshots on his IG stories calling it, Google Raps?
Google Raps, that ish is poo. Damn, I was excited. That ish don't even need a response. Takeoff rap better.
Quavo has been open about the difficulties he faced dealing with Takeoff's passing, subtly referencing it in his track. While he doesn't directly respond to Chris Brown's verses, Brown's online behavior is likely to add fuel to the fire. The direction of the ongoing feud between Brown and Quavo remains uncertain, with Brown asserting he won't dignify it with a response, leaving the outcome to the audience's interpretation. After being mentioned in Chris Brown's intense diss track, Weakest Link, where Quavo is featured, Saweetie seems to have issued a response. Last Friday, Saweetie took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to seemingly address Brown's alleged lyrics aimed at her. In the song, Brown implies that despite Quavo's involvement with his ex, he one-upped him by getting involved with Quavo's ex while they were together. While the R&B singer remains discreet about her subject, Quavo and Saweetie previously had a romantic relationship that ended in March 2021. Speculation suggests that the ex-partner Quavo refers to might be Karrueche Tran, who had a prior relationship with Chris. Upon hearing the song, Saweetie shared a photo of social media personality Tim Bay with a grin, holding a blunt on X. Alongside the picture, the 30-year-old rapper wrote, "Let me go rewrite these Nani verses." Quavo is under pressure from 50 Cent to respond to Chris Brown's taunts on Weakest Link. The G-Unit leader, known for his past collaborations with Brown, took to Instagram to show his support for the singer. "Oh my God, I just heard this. If Quavo doesn't come with some heat, it's a wrap. First the Fat Boys break up, now this," he posted, accompanied by a 1,950 S-inspired message and a mocking cover art of the song depicting Quavo enthusiastically devouring a hot dog. Weakest Link, released on Friday, April 19th, sees Chris Brown intensifying his feud with the former Migos member. Addressing rumors surrounding Quavo's alleged involvement with Karrueche Tran, Brown also claims to have had a romantic involvement with Saweetie during her relationship with the Atlanta rapper. However, Quavo's response appears to be indirect, as he shares a trending snapshot of Young Thug looking displeased in a room. While he hasn't directly responded to the verbal jabs, the Bad and Bougie hitmaker previously took aim at Chris Brown on his track Tender, mocking him over his history with Karrueche Tran and alleged substance use. Quavo has commented on Chris Brown's remarks regarding the track Freak, featured on the extended edition of his 11 to 11 Inches album. The tension between the two stemmed from an alleged altercation at a BT Awards after-party in 2017. Amidst a heated feud that has moved from diss tracks to social media jabs, Chris Brown and Quavo's ongoing rivalry seems to have reached new heights.
He's going in depth. His feelings was hurt.
Well, that's what he's supposed to do. I mean, Chris went at him hard, and
he mentioned his deceased nephew.
Yeah, he should respond. He should have responded.
Yeah, he should have. He also, poor Saweetie, she just sitting in her house, minding her business, doing her rich girl-ish. Right. Chris Brown and Frank Ocean had a little fight back in 2013. So I pulled up the articles to refresh my mind, right? And Chris Brown said, Ocean had told the police that Chris Brown threatened to shoot him, saying, "We can bust on you too."
In the midst of exchanging lyrical jabs and social media barbs, the long-standing tension between these two artists over shared relationships and past scandals has once again captivated the hip-hop world. Despite the public drama, the true consequences of their feud remain ambiguous. Whether it's a genuine airing of grievances or a calculated bid for attention, only time will reveal how this rivalry will ultimately influence the legacies of Chris Brown and Quavo in the annals of rap history. As they use their platforms to air grievances and settle scores, the lasting effects of this ongoing conflict go beyond the immediate headlines and buzz. The enduring impact on their careers and reputations within the rap community is still unfolding. Fans and critics alike eagerly await each new development, analyzing every lyric, recognizing that this clash between two rap giants is far from over. As the dust settles, it's important to consider the broader implications of such high-profile feuds in the rap industry. While they undeniably generate excitement and engagement, they also raise questions about the role of personal conflicts and controversies in shaping artists' public images and legacies. Time will reveal how this feud will be remembered and its impact on the careers of Chris Brown and Quavo. As the hip-hop community watches and speculates, one thing is certain: this battle between two rap heavyweights is a captivating chapter in the ongoing saga of hip-hop rivalries, with repercussions that will echo for years to come.